Welcome back to STL TV Live. I'm Tim Lampley. I'd like to welcome Asia LaStar and Korey Johnson. Asia is a poet, educator, and community activist. Korey is the president of the Korey Johnson Foundation. Asia and Korey, thank you for coming on the show.
No problem. For having us.
Let's talk about this event. You're here to talk about the event called What About Us? And here's the image attached. You'll see it on the screen there. Bridging the gap is what I saw on here under those pictures. What is that? Explain this.
Bridging the gap basically is we realize that there is a huge disconnection between a lot of the elders and the young people in our community. So bridging the gap is really our effort to try to bring those voices together to listen to each other and have a healthy dialogue about how we can address some of the issues in the African American community.
So all different ages and various backgrounds coming together.
Yes, sir.
To try and communicate on that same level.
Yes, sir.
And Korey, you're a regular here. You've been here to talk about, is it Can Skate?
Can Skate, yes, sir.
With the Korey Johnson Foundation, so it's good to see that you're still out here doing what you do. Why young black men? Why, there are a lot of people out here in the community looking for answers, black women and other races. Why particularly black men?
Ooh, looking for answers. You know, like she said, bridging the gap, trying to get this image of what's being portrayed of the black man, we're trying to change that because what's portrayed in the media is not really true. It's not accurate. You know, we have people out here who are willing and are doing things positive in the community, and those are not being highlighted. So yes, this is what we're doing. We're bridging that gap.
How do you see events like this helping to counter the violence we see out in the community?
Because we're giving these children an outlet. We actually ask them questions. We want to know how they feel. We want to get more involved in letting them speak their piece. You know, come here, you're safe. You're off the street when you're here. And you leave, and you're going to leave with some motivation to get out here and do some stuff. You're going to leave here knowledgeable of why some of this stuff is happening.
That's a good point. You're off the streets when you're here. That's very good. Yeah. Asia, I understand this is your brainchild.
Yes.
What inspired you to create this?
Well, honestly, it was inspired by the verdict of the Trayvon Martin situation because I started looking at my own life and seeing that it's a lot of positive African American men that are good fathers, that are educated, and I wanted to highlight that. You know, I have a background in media, so I realized that the images that we see on TV is not necessarily like true depictions. So What About Us was basically my effort to redefine that image of how we see black men in the community.
Korey, how emotional is it when you're trying to convince people out in the community how much of a difference they can make and do some of the same things that you're doing just as one individual, but it's hard to convince everybody that they have that kind of power?
Yeah, it's very hard, but if they would just take the time to come down and see what we're doing down here, they will be convinced then. They will actually want to jump on board, and we have several people who've come to events, even the Can Skate event, as well as What About Us events, that once they come and see it and feel the energy and all the people here and how harmony they are, they automatically want to come back. It's contagious. You know, giving is contagious as well as emotions are contagious. You know, once we feed them that, man, it's unbelievable what they want to do.
How does the parent support, Asia?
The parent support is amazing. I mean, we have fathers, we have a lot of mothers who continually bring out their children. We have, you know, mentors that bring out kids from the community. So the parent involvement is really strong.
Korey, I want to thank you for coming on. I know we're going to have another segment to talk about this, but you're going to leave us. Thank you and good luck with everything that you do, and especially with the Korey Johnson Foundation.
Thank you.
When we return, we'll speak more with Asia, and we'll also be joined by life coach Rennell Parker. Stick around.